welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. This will be the last video I put up for about a week, well, maybe 10 days, because tomorrow afternoon I have to go to Vienna, or tomorrow evening I have to go to Vienna and get ready for my flight on Tuesday to Dubai. I think we come back around the 20th, 21st. I want to do a quick shout out for, I've got them up actually on my screen here, for Paul Jeffries. That's Jeffries, Paul Jeffries. Paul does specialist mini engines and mini gearboxes, particularly straight cut gearboxes as he does for people. So yeah, Paul Jeffries. Have a look at his site, or his channel, I should say. Okay, so going on to what you're going to see in this. So as I say, this is the last video for 10 days. Some people might be saying hooray. So I've got a few things here that I've got to go into the car. This is from Hardy, which is German. It's made in Germany, and it's basically the same as an SU pump. It looks exactly the same as an SU pump. We've gone for this rather than the pump which I have in my car, which is a facet pump. With the SU pumps, once you turn the ignition on and it pumps the fuel up, once it gets the pressure or the bowl is filled, the pump will go off, whereas with the facet it pumps all the time. And if it's better, I might even change mine for this one. The other thing I got was from Mini Spares, is this rear loom for the car, because obviously we want to put the headcloth in. The only downside with this is there isn't a cable in here for that pump, because it would be a mechanical pump on the engine, so we're going to have to put an extra line in this to go onto this pump. So yeah, so you'll see a few extra clips in this video. I'm hoping that by the time you see it, there'll be two more contestants, for want of a better word, two more lip syncs or songs in the video. So hopefully I'll have them in by the end of this. So yeah, I guess all remains is have a good week. I'm looking forward to having a complete break away from the garage and cars, and just sitting in the sun and enjoying it. So because I hear it's 18, 19 overnight during the night, which is lovely. So yeah, on that note, I'll bid you farewell and talk to you in 10 days or so. Take care. Bye for now. What is chewing on? A meal or something. That's only the little ones that come down. Okay, so this is the Mini Sport one. It's kind of like an alloy, I think. So in this particular case, there's been a lot of talk about using copper slip, but in this particular situation, with the handbrake spindles, which are not being used an awful lot, and when they are, it's a minor amount of movement. This is a really good place to put them on. So what I'll do is I'll just pop a bit on there, and I'll make sure I spin them round a bit when I do it. So this is my copper grease. And that one's got to come to the back. So in this particular case, I've got this jacked up here. So what I have to do is offer this up. I think this will go all the way through, I'm not sure. There we go. So I think I might be able to get this in one shot. There we go. Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to put the washer on here. I need to rotate that a little bit to get this in line for the split pin. There we go. So now I get the split pin in. Sorry if my head is in the way. Okay, I think that's in. And we can open that split pin up. Got a screwdriver and put it in there. So I just need to open it with a screwdriver, and that's that quadrant on. It's obviously better to put this in when you're building the subframe up rather than do it like this, but unfortunately I didn't have these. They've only come from mini spares a week later after we put it in. So that's the reason I'm putting them in now. So, and I'll check the handbrake code, make sure this quadrant is in the right position. I've used a roll-lock to clean these edges off here. There's no swarf, kind of thing. You can see they're all nice. So this is one that hasn't been done. I don't know if you'll pick this up or not. You can see there's quite an edge on them in there. I don't know if that'll pick them up or not. You might just better see. Particularly see it there. That's quite a big edge. So this is all done, nice and cleaned out. I can put the wheel back on. Everything's new in there. I've cut open one of these. Pull this light out of the way. As you can see, I've cut open one of these on this cover sill, and all I've done is just cut it straight across. But you can see, because these are so far in to here, and as I said, it's been pretty well done. It's seam welded all the way along. For a cover sill, it's been put on quite well, pretty well. A bit of denting, but no issue. But you can see from there, if I've actually pulled this up so you can see it. You can see there's quite a large void in there. So even if anything came out of there, what would happen is as the water, obviously the car's upside down, but as water or condensation tried to come out, it would just drop in behind here and make it worse. The only thing you could probably do is, maybe if you were to tap that down, and maybe if you were to maybe seam weld that in there and clean it up, you could probably get away with it. But yeah, you could still get water in. This is the problem with these solar sills, they trap water behind them, and yeah, that's the downside to it. But you can see inside it's pretty. I'll just lever this back up a bit. Excuse me a minute. Just lever that up so that's straight. And you can see how far it's pulling it away. So that's about the only way you could do it, is knock this all down with a dolly possibly, and then stick a weld along it. That would probably stop the water going down inside here. So, but it is very good inside. The issue with this car is it's had a new, well, not a new, it's had a second-hand roof put on it, and I think I said this before, and it's very difficult to get the aesthetics of it right. I mean, welding it in place is one thing, but you know, getting the roof correct after all the welds all the way around is going to be difficult. I guess it could be done with a carbon fibre top once it's been lead loaded, which would hide the welding issues, because it would be very difficult to get a good finish on it. But I'm thinking now that possibly I might use this shell to go racing with. It would just be track days or maybe hill climb or something like that, but that's what I'm thinking about doing with it. That would save me having to take these cover seals off and replace, because all the panels are good. Everything on the back, where it's not good, on the quarter panels on the back, I'll have arches on it anyway. And this whole front needs replacing, and I would put just a fiberglass front on it anyway. So it's something I'm thinking about. I'm going to go and watch, when I come back from Dubai, I'll go and watch them racing, talk to some of the guys, see which is the class they go in for, and go and have a look at that, because I've got a friend who's interested as well. So the tool is magnetic, and it just sits on the disc. So basically the camber angle is, if you're looking at the front of a car, if the tyres are sloping in at the top, this is negative camber, and if it's sloping outwards at the top, that's positive camber. These cars have half a degree of positive camber on them. So what I can do is get at least to a baseline where there's very little adjustment to do here. So that's what I've been doing today, and taking photographs obviously for the magazine article. So yeah, that's what I've been up to today. So as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and I'll catch you up in about a week's time, maybe about 8-9 days when I come back from Dubai. So as I won't be downloading obviously while I'm there. So take care everybody. Bye for now.